This week we got the second trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home. Before I dive deep into every nook and cranny of it, be warned there are spoilers for Avengers Endgame in this trailer and in this video. So if you haven't seen that film yet, go watch it and then watch this. But let's get straight into it. First we have Spider-Man rocking the Iron Spider outfit he donned in Avengers Infinity War, and spoilers, Avengers Endgame. What's he doing? He's looking over at a mural of Iron Man. Why? Iron Man is dead, and naturally he's a bit upset about it.
I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
Happy says, I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't think you were going to be here after he was gone. Okay, I'm not entirely convinced of this. I'm sure Tony had a lot going through his mind in that moment, like his wife and kid perhaps. But let's just say that Peter and the safety of the planet was his top concern, shall we? Then we have a cool action scene in some sort of fancy restaurant. Could this be linked to the Magia? Perhaps a hint at Hammerhead? It looks good. We see the Iron Spider armour in use, and it's good to see that we're still getting a friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man before he jets off to Europe.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
There are more heroes than Iron Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yes, talking about Iron Man is a bit more relevant for the character and the story, but don't act like Iron Man was the only guy being a hero. Nick Fury is contacting Spider-Man, setting up the main plot of the film. This could be a really interesting relationship. We've never really seen Nick interact with Spidey just yet in the MCU. Is Nick making Spidey his protege of sorts? Who knows? There are rumours out there that maybe this isn't actually Nick Fury. Maybe it's someone called the Chameleon. Well, I don't know about that. Let's just leave the speculation on that to the side for now.
You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
Happy's back. I think he's such a good character. I'm glad he's still around, providing us with much needed comic relief in what is probably going to be a somewhat emotional movie, considering what happened at the end of Avengers Endgame. So here's the hard sell of the film. Spidey and all of his friends were dusted by Thanos. A little coincidental, isn't it? Every single one of his friends just so happened to be dusted by Thanos. Well, it would have been interesting if one or two of them had aged 5 years, but of course that's just the logistics of filmmaking in advance for you. Yeah, they probably couldn't have worked this out any other way. So we already know that this version of Flash Thompson isn't the cool bully depiction that we usually get. I like that. Here he is getting low blood because he's using a selfie stick. He had it coming. Enter Nick Fury and let's find out what this film is actually about. Mysterio, possibly the villain of the film, possibly a hero of the film as well. We'll get onto that in just a bit. Here he's played by Jake Gyllenhaal. He looks cool, I like the outfit, but he hasn't put the fishbowl on just yet.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours.
So here's probably the biggest reveal of this trailer. The multiverse. Alternate dimensions exist now in the MCU. They were suggested back in Doctor Strange, but now we have a bit more of a confirmation here. Maybe. This opens the door for a plethora of possibilities. Characters who have died or who've left the MCU could reappear later down the road, and because they're from different worlds, you could potentially recast them if you need to. Bigger than that though, other worlds might have mutants. That's right, this has to be how they're introducing the X-Men, possibly, and explaining how mutants haven't been seen or heard of in the MCU so far. Also, alternate dimensions for Spider-Man aren't unheard of thanks to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Here's another possibility for the big bad of the movie, the Elementals. The Elementals are 4 individuals with power over natural forces. In greater Marvel lore, they ruled Earth a long time ago. I'm not sure if that's part of their characters here though. They consist of Hydron, Lord of Waters, Magnum, Master of Earth and Ice Cream, Hellfire, Wielder of Flame, and Zephyr, or Zephyr, Mistress of Wind and Air. They're not very big Spider-Man villains, in fact they're more associated with Captain Marvel. So let's get back onto that multiverse. Why the multiverse? Why do they need Spidey to save the day here? The trailer doesn't exactly explain it, but I suspect the Elementals might be from another world and now they need Spidey to help Mysterio get rid of them. Mysterio as well from another world. So here's the thing about Mysterio, can he be trusted? Is he actually from another world? We'll get onto his character in a little bit. Oh, and Kobe Smulders is back.
There's gotta be someone else you can use. What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel. Unavailable.
Typical. You have two incredibly powerful superheroes and they just happen to be busy at this moment in time. Also, Captain Marvel seems to use the same excuse whenever she can't be bothered to go to Earth. That's gonna be a problem. I get it, she protects more than just one planet, but ever since her introduction she's been busy doing God only knows what on some planet somewhere else. Pretty coincidental. Spidey in a black outfit here. Is this an homage to Venom Spidey or Spider-Man Noir? I don't think so. It's a stealth suit given to him by Nick Fury, it seems, for stealth stuff. Why does he need to be stealthy? I don't know. The costume is more than likely a grounded version of the stealth suit used in the comic books to combat the gadgets of Hobgoblin. Okay, on to Mysterio now. Typically, Mysterio doesn't have superpowers. Why? He's a special effects whiz who works on movies. Everything you see and hear from Mysterio is usually some sort of deception, some sort of trick. Usually. This could be a very different version of the character, but in the comic books he's usually very devious, very tricky, and you definitely can't trust him. So does he have powers, or is he using tricks and gadgets to make it look like he does? These elementals do however seem to be causing chaos across Europe, so they're almost definitely a legitimate threat. But did he make them? Are they working for him? Or are they not connected at all? Is he a bad guy? So I like MJ here. Has it been confirmed if this is Mary Jane? I don't know. I think it's suggested that maybe it is. It doesn't really matter all that much at this point though. What matters here is the conversation. Does she know he's Spider-Man? Is she joking? We know she likes to mess around with people. By the end of the film, a lot more people are going to know his identity, I'm almost certain of that, but this would be a significant one if she finds out. Here Spidey can be seen using Tony Stark's glasses from Infinity War. Not much to say about that, but I would like a pair. Well, that's all I've spotted in Spider-Man Far From Home trailer number 2. The film releases this July and I can't wait. I'm by no means a Spider-Man expert, so I'm sure there are few things here and there that I have missed. Let me know in the comments below and leave some feedback. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Grant Burton, and I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, giving me a thumbs up, and of course, let me know what you thought of this video. But until next time, this has been a deep dive into Spider-Man Far From Home trailer number 2. Thanks for watching.